We started Emeritus Vineyards almost the very week that I sold Sonoma-Cutrer to the big liquor guys. So I lasted a couple of years at the big liquor company and then was fired. They fired a number of other people, a number of people quit. Said to all of them, come on over, we're starting a new one. We've all been together 25 years or more, and that's why we call it Emeritus. So 5 miles west of Sonoma-Cutrer, we started in the heart of the Russian River Valley on a magical piece of land, the Hallberg Ranch. The importance here is, in California, we probably have the most desirable climate for Pinot Noir, and I think the most desirable soil. We are on a geological formation called the Gold Ridge, which is about an 8-mile ridge from Sebastopol to Forestville.
Gold Ridge soil is a mixture of sand and clay. And what I found over tasting over the years is even within this gold-rich soil, there's some variations, and Pinot reflects these variations. On the bottom of the slope, you have more of a sandy texture, and usually gives you more fragrant wines. Whereas if you go in the top of the slope, you have more clay element, and that gives you more the textural kind of a tannic aspect of it. And these are usually the better wines, because the ones that are on top have all the power, and all the ones on the bottom have all the finesse. So the combination of the two just, to me, makes what's best in Pinot, the aromatics and this beautiful velvety texture.
So here at Hallberg, because the soils vary in depth of sand to clay, I've planted rootstocks and clones that appreciate the different percentages of sand and clay. So we have percentages of each one of these clones located in strategic locations, equal amounts in different areas that allow Nicholas to have a palette of flavors with the same clones but from different soil terroirs.
We're one of the very few vineyards in California on a hillside that does not irrigate. I learned in France that even though we don't have summer rainfall as the French do, if we irrigate, we will change the signature of the wine, they say. Well, I took a long time to understand that. I think I do understand it, and so we dry farm. It is at a severe financial cost, but I believe that the results show in the wine.
One of the things that we're trying to do in our sustainability and our organics is we're running sheep through the vineyard in the winter and in the spring until we have bud break. The sheep not only provide fertilizer, they also control the weeds under the vine and throughout the vineyard. That way I do not have to mow, and I do not have to spray any of the herbicides that we need to use to prevent mildew and other diseases from building up underneath the vine.
Picking at the right time is completely essential, and so between me and Kirk, he tells me kind of the status of what the grapes are. I taste them, I test them and look at the acidity and all that, and so and decide on the picking.
So we pick them at night because here in the Russian River Valley, where the climate is that subject to the marine influence, same as San Francisco, the marine influence here keeping our vineyards below 50 degrees at night. We pick the fruit at night under 50 degrees, no oxidation of the juice whatsoever, because 80% of the quality of the wine is made by the time the grapes hit the vat. Every vintage we produce will be better than the previous because we're learning our fruit better and better as we go along. And of course, the vines are maturing more. But we are a state bottled, single vineyard. The ranch that produces our bread and butter wine, the Hallberg Ranch, the wine we sell only to restaurants.
So we know our fruit, and we're completely dedicated to Pinot Noir. That's all we grow. That's all we care about. And I think that's what Pinot Noir requires, is this complete dedication.
Nicholas and I go to France every year, and we like to take our wine to taste with our French friends. We have many. When we do, it's a very interesting process. We talk about not so much the violets and the aroma and the nose and all this, but more the holistic appeal of the wine. Time after time, it's the balance, it's the elegance, the charm. And that's what I believe Burgundian wine is about. We don't make Burgundy here. We don't have their soils, we don't have their climate. We do have the style, I believe, of great Burgundy. charm.